Hey guys, I am back with another video. Guys, in this video today, we will be talking about Call of Duty World War II. As you see by the title, that I am loving this game right now, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Now, before we get into the video, I just wanted to let you know that this is my opinion, and simply my own opinion. So, if you guys disagree and you guys feel like Call of Duty World War II is a bad game, then please let me know and give me a good reason why. Because, you know, I'm really enjoying this game, and there's a couple of bad things that can be improved on, which I'll probably mention in this video. But most of it's probably just like really good things, and the game's fairly new, so I mean, I think once it fully comes out, once they add all the new stuff in, the new guns and everything, then I think they'll probably be a lot better. So let's get into it. So yeah, in this gameplay, this is actually my very first game in Call of Duty World War II. So as you know, that I am using the grease gun, and this gun is actually pretty awesome. The fire rate's kind of slow, but I mean, besides the fire rate, it's a pretty decent gun. All I can do is put rapid fire, and it's all good as new. But the problem I had with the game was, the only problem I really had was kind of the SMGs and how kind of weak they are. I think the biggest example of this is probably the Type 100. This gun is actually pretty terrible. This gun is really bad. And I think I might make my own separate video on that, but I mean, that's one problem is with the Type 100. But overall, everything is pretty balanced so far. There's nothing really game breaking yet, but you know, I think that's just the beginning of the game, and there's more yet to come. Now, another good idea that Sledgehammer had, I think this is kind of like a really good idea, was the headquarters system. The headquarters system, like, you guys don't know, if you guys don't have the game yet, and the headquarters system is kind of like this thing, which I'll show you after. Is basically kind of like this little area that you get to hang out. It's kind of like your personal headquarters and everything. It's like your little hideout and everything. And you get to do stuff like invite friends over, open supply drops, get orders from the Major Howard, and get contracts and all that good stuff. I think this is a really good idea, because it kind of makes an open world kind of waiting for private lobbies and everything. Okay, it does give you something to do. And for the sake of this video, I will not be touching up on the zombies so far. I think I'll probably mention in a different or probably later time. Maybe the next one I probably will mention something about the zombies, but right now I'm really be talking about the multiplayer, and I might mention the campaign maybe a little bit, probably sometime a little later. But anyway, overall, it's a great game. I mean, the guns are balanced, and the maps are fairly small, and they have a decent size. I think one of the problem with the other maps are there are only a couple of maps that I really have a problem with, and one of the problems, and a couple of those maps are Gustav Canyon, I think, London Docks, and I forgot the other map was called, but yeah, I forgot the other map was called, but it was mostly London Docks. That's my real least favorite. Gustav Canyon is something I'm trying to get a little used to. The map's not terrible, but it's just like a map that's ruled by the snipers, which is another problem in the game. The snipers it's super easy to snipe in the game, and I mean, that's not a bad thing. I think it kind of opens a variety for what weapons you can use, but sometimes it gets a little annoying when you're on the bigger maps. Oh, and that's the other one, USS Texas. That was the other one, and I'm like, that was the map I really just don't like. It's just too big, and it's like I don't know. This Call of Duty's kind of different this year. And as for gameplay wise, it's not like the same thing in Black Ops 2 where it's just like, you know, you run and gun and everything. This game kind of has the same concept as Modern Warfare 2, as in there's a lot of sharp corners, a lot of kind of really hip fire kind of stuff. I think this game really favors the hip firing in this game, and I think it's kind of a good thing. I think they're kind of steering in the right direction for this Call of Duty, and the next one probably might be the same idea and same concept, which is kind of cool. And there's actually a really big learning curve with this game compared to the last game, Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 3 was, obviously, all the jetpack and stuff, but this one's kind of more boots on the ground this is like a boots on the ground thing, and it's a little more rush kind of a feel to it. Therefore, the learning curve is a little bit big if you first start on the game, but once you play a couple games, you start to get a little used to it. It took me longer to get used to it. It took me about around a day to get used to it, but, I think it might be quicker for you guys. And I know this with a couple watching a bunch of other YouTube videos, I know a common problem with this game is the score streaks. But personally, I really don't have a problem with the score streaks. I think they're actually pretty solid. Because the problem I had with the last COD games is because most of the score streaks kind of killed off the game and made it not fun to be on the other side. These are just really like quick score streaks, and like they're just a quick score streaks and doesn't really ruin the game too much. I think that's what kind of Sledgehammer was looking for. I mean, there's a couple of score streaks that actually really do suck, and that's, for example, it's the paratroopers. I mean, I think those guys are really not that good, and since they're like a lot of score to get, I think they should be a little bit better and as an AI and everything. But besides that, everything else is pretty solid. I think they're gonna probably reorder the score streaks. I think they should lower a couple, maybe raise a couple, but some are really good and they're way too low, and some of the other ones are just way too high and they kind of stink. But I think they'll buff them, so I think it's something we should probably give it time, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, that will pretty much mark the end for this video. As you see, we did lose, but I do have a lot of fun playing this game. I hope you guys are really enjoying the game as well as much as I am. But anyway, guys, just want to let you guys know that it took. Sorry, I apologize for taking me a while to upload this video. My reason being is because I kind of like, I'm really enjoying this game a lot, and it's just like kind of really hard for me to upload because I'm just enjoying the game so much. But probably my next video I'll probably talk about zombies and probably get right into the gameplay. There is a little bit of a problem for me for this year, but I'll probably mention it in the zombies one. So anyway, guys, if you guys can like, comment, rate, and subscribe to the channel, that'd be much appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.